Nah, I ain't tired. I'm good. I'm good. I'm actually good. Say, I wanted to make a video. I wanted to make a Trill Trucker Talk video, you know what I mean, while I'm getting unloaded. That's what I do. While I'm getting unloaded, I wanted to make a Trill Trucker, a Trill Trick, a Trill. I wanted to make a trick or treat. I wanted to make a Trill Trucker Talk video while I'm getting unloaded. And that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. And how this subject derives, I gotta make me some. I gotta make me some to eat. I gotta make me some to eat, and I gotta clock out. Let me clock out at the same time. So I'm gonna clock out, and I'm gonna make me some to eat. I'm gonna clock out, and I'm gonna make me some to eat. I'm gonna clock out. Hey, what's up, man? Man, blessings, man. I'm gonna clock out, and I'm gonna make me some to eat. And this video is brought to you by 1 meal a day. This video is brought to you by 1 meal a day. This is my song to eat. This is my song to eat. You know what I mean? So yeah, getting caught with your pants down. We're gonna get straight into it. We're gonna get straight into it. This one gonna have a couple of stories. And these stories, I ain't gonna hold no punches. I'm gonna just tell you like it T.I. is. These stories, I'm just gonna tell you like it T.I. is. Well, this takes place back in the day. And let me say this first. I just was talking to two of my brothers, my real brothers, my blood brothers. My only two brothers I got left. And unfortunately, they don't communicate that much. You know what I mean? Maybe because of the age gap or whatever. They just don't communicate that much. And I got to be the go in between to tell them, say, man, y'all got to do better. One would like to communicate more with the other, but the other, he just kind of, he do his own thing, and he shit. He don't like to be bothered. Don't fuck with him. You know what I mean? That type of shit. But we was talking today, and we was talking about some past situations that took place. And one of these situations, I caught the short end of the stick. But I'm not tripping because I'm glad I did. And I had met a young girl. She was pretty. She was Indian. She was beautiful. And we had went to engaging and whatnot, and I met her out of town. And she had me kind of wooed. You know what I mean? She talked all that seductive shit, and she was very sexual, and she had beautiful eyes. You know what I'm saying? She was a little beautiful motherfucker. I never had no idea that, she was something other than what I thought she was. So, long story short, unfortunately, growing up with brothers, sometime, boys gonna play games. Boys gonna try to fuck your gal. Just straight up. Boys gonna try to fuck your gal. You grow up with brothers, boys gonna try to fuck your gal. I'm just telling you straight up. You ain't got to worry about the niggas outdoors. You ain't got to worry about the niggas in the streets. You got to worry about the niggas in the same house with you, cause that's how boys rock. You dig? They call it teaching hard lessons. Really, them niggas just trying to get them some easy pussy. Really, them niggas were just roaching on your pussy because they ain't putting no work in. And here it is, you done bought some bad bitches to the crib and shit, and all they gotta do is try to, put their little old conversation down and get it popping. But back to the story. So long story short, you know what I mean, me and old girl, we getting deep. And so we're gonna go take a trip. We out of town. And we're gonna go take a trip back to PA. We're gonna go back to my hometown. And we thinking about getting engaged. We thinking about getting married. We got all these plans and this and that. At the time, I'm young and wild. You know what I'm saying? I ain't have no style. I'm drunk in the bitch every day. I'm high as a hoe every day. I'm just doing the fool. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no good thoughts in my head. But I bring her to the crib. And when I get her to the crib, you know what I mean? Everybody liking her, loving her. My mama love her, this and that. And so we having a whole welcome to the crib type fest, and we sitting there drinking E and J and Fortis smoking weed, we getting it popping. And so I told her to get up and go get me a drink, and she kind of hesitated, and I played with her like, bitch, go get me a, you know what I mean? And then you know, I tap in her face playing with her, but I'm drunk, so my little tap could have been a slap, but I don't think it was. And later on that day, she called me in the kitchen. She was like, "Why'd you hit me?" I'm like, "Oh, baby, I ain't shit. I ain't think I hit you. I thought I loved tap you, hoe. You know what I'm saying?" She like, "No, you hit me." I said, "Oh, nah, the shit. You know, nigga didn't mean that shit. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, whatever, whatever." She like, "I'll get you back." Just like that, real calm. So I'm like, shit, whatever, you know what I'm saying? So we go back on the porch, we get fucked up, getting drunk. So long story short, I get pissed motherfucking me drunk and shit. I go upstairs, fall asleep. Long story short, my little brother, you know what I'm saying, he fucks around and he fucks around and knocked the hoe down. He knocked the hoe down. And so I woke up by 3, 4 in the morning and shit. Matter of fact, I was on the floor somewhere. That's how fucked up I was. I was on the floor somewhere, motherfucking pants down, just fucked up. I'm out there bad. I'm drunk as a motherfucking Cooter Brown, nigga. I'm drunk as a polecat. So he wake me up and he like, say, man, check this out. Boom, boom. He said, you supposed to be marrying that chick, this and that, this and that. I'm like, why you want to talk over there right now? And I'm like, shit, I'm thinking about it. He say, nigga, you a goddamn fool. You married that bitch. That's a hoe. I said, what's up? He's like, yeah, nigga, that's a hoe. I say, nigga, what you talking about? He say, nigga, I just fucked that hoe. And nigga like, I just knocked that hoe down. I'm like, nah, nigga, you for real? He like, yeah, I just fucked that hoe. He said, I can fuck that hoe again. He said, go in the room and play sleep. I'm gonna show you. I'm like, all right. We was on some player shit, you know what I mean? We was always doing this type of shit to each other, fucking each other hoes, this and that, this and that. The older brother, we fucked the older brother hoes, the old brother fuck our hoe. It was just motherfucking fuck jamboree, you know what I'm saying? Bitch, fake ass motherfucking hoe. Niggas just go right through that motherfucking bitch. Niggas fuck you that rap for me. You have to worry about niggas in the streets. You got to worry about the niggas right next door to you in your room, or in your house. So I go in the room and shit, and I play sleep and shit. And he wait about an hour, then he come. And he like, what's up, baby? Let me get some more. She like, I don't know what you mean. Get away from the door. And he like, man, that nigga sleep. You know how that nigga sleep. She like, nah, leave me alone. So he come back about 15, 20 more minutes. He like, man, that nigga sleep dead to the world. Come on. She like, we gotta make sure he sleep. I say, damn, you know what I mean? And then he like, man, the nigga sleep. So come on. She like, okay. So the bitch started getting out of the bed and stepped over me right when she had one leg over me and the other leg still on the bed like she was straddling me getting out of the bed. I just turned around and woke up. I say, damn, you dirty bitch. But that whole night, you know what I'm saying, it went this way, that way, this and that, this and that. That's a whole nother story we talk about. But my little brother was like, he just told me, he was like, man, I wasn't the first one that had fucked it. He like, Big Bro and them had fucked it before I did. I'm like, man, them niggas would have told me, one of them, you know, RIP, he can't tell me. I said, man, them niggas would have told me if they would have knocked her down. I don't think they knocked her down. He like, man, I'm telling you, man, ask her. So I call my big brother and I say, nigga, boom, 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 this and that, you know, 20 years ago, whatever, whatever. He like, nah, nigga, I didn't even think to try to get it. He said, I didn't even know she was, you know what I'm saying, going that way. He said, if I would have knew, yeah, if he would have knew, he would have got her. He like, man, if I would have knew that bitch was, you know what I'm saying, going like that, hell yeah, I would have fucked that hoe. He said, but I ain't even know. I thought, you know what I'm saying, because y'all was so, you know, in a deep relationship, you know, I ain't think to even, you know what I mean? But Lil Bro scammed that hoe and got that hoe, you know what I'm saying? So he like, man, you remember this, you remember that? And I just told him, I say, man, you know what? All these times we got caught with our pants down, we wanted to get caught. So he was like, you remember this little bitch you hooked me up with? And you know what I'm saying? I had a whip hidden in the garage and shit. I'm in there tearing that ass up. And then my old lady come home and shit and jump on the bitch. I'm like, damn, dog, looking at that type of shit now, you getting caught with your pants down, that shit could have been prevented easily. Like, that happened to me a couple of times. But when I think about it now, we were super dumb I'm not saying, hey, let me tell you how to cheat, but I'm saying that you knew your bitch was at work and you got a whole nother bitch at the crib. You got nosy ass neighbors. You got people. Somebody's always watching. Somebody's always watching. So you got nosy ass neighbors who hating. You got people passing by. You could have been standing outside talking to the hoe. They could have seen you putting the whole car in the garage. Anything could happen. Well, you up there all comfortable jumping in and out the pussy, and next thing you know, your gal come home and enter into the house and jump on the bitch. You know what I'm saying? Now the bitch don't know no better. When I hooked you up with the bitch, she ain't know you had a bitch. I'm just sliding you a piece of, trap like we do, you know what I mean? Nice. Hey, I hooked that nigga up with a nice one too. That bitch had hair all down her back, big old booty, man. I'm talking about pretty fine, you know what I'm saying? Young dumb ass hoe, you know what I'm saying? And man, that nigga hooked up with that hoe and knocking that hoe down, man. And that nigga wife came, man, and beat the fuck out that bitch. Well, listen, the nigga had to get the whole car out the garage, so the wife got plenty of time to be whooping up on that whole ass. And I told him, I say, man, you know what? You wanted to get caught, and every time I got caught, I must have wanted to get caught secretly. Because there was no way we should have been caught with our pants down. Because for one, why is we bringing these hoes to our homes with our ladies, with our main gals? That's mistake number one. If you're gonna cheat, and if you're a beginner, take heed to this right now. Stop trying to save 20, 30, 40, $50 by taking that hoe to the same bed. Yeah, I did that shit. I was stupid and dumb. But you gonna take a bitch to the same bed with your main gal? Cut the shit. Cut the shit. If you must cheat, if you gonna cheat, have you some motherfucking cheating change, nigga. Have you some change to cheat, nigga. Cheating costs. Have you a little change so you can cheat in comfort, nigga. Fuck wrong with you? So, this what I like to add. Find you one of them backseat back in the day. Back in the day, them Mosey Woses was lit. Back in the day, nigga, them Mosey Woses was lit. They let you come off in that bitch and buy 3 airs. They'll let you buy 3 airs for $15. Or you can get 2 airs for $10. Most niggas who cheating only need 2 hours, 3 hours, 2 hours, 3 hours. If you need more than 2 hours, if you need more than 2 hours or 3 hours, you might as well get in the porn industry and make you some movies. Because if you can't get it done in 2 hours or 3 hours, you might as well marry that bitch. You know what I mean? The bitch you cheating with, if you can't get it done in 2 hours or 3 hours, boy, you might as well marry that bitch. Because you need a lifetime with her. Y'all got something really going. Because to me, 2 hours and 3 hours, boy, that's too much time. 2 hours and 3 hours, bitch, we gonna have a marathon. And I don't even want to see you out there. Get the fuck out of my face. But yeah. So here it is. We must have wanted to get caught because why would we bring the goddamn side bitch or the little hot piece of pussy back to the pad where baby mamas and kids stay and wives stay and then get surprised when you get caught? Think about that. Think about that. Why are you surprised that you got caught? You shouldn't be surprised because what's happening is you're thinking with your dickhead and you're being dumb. You're being dumb. Sometime we used to play a game called bumping their head. It's still lumpy. Okay, so listen. We used to play this game called Bumping Their Head. Now, bumping their head basically meant this. You got a gal, and then she done got kind of comfortable with you. Oh, the boy, y'all done already? Well, I'm about to say, boy, this the easiest money a nigga ever made. But let's say you got a gal, she done got comfortable with you, and she treating you like, okay, you ain't this, you ain't that. Well, you know you got another bitch. She bad than a motherfucker. You know she better than your gal. So, but you don't, for some reason, you don't fuck with her like heavy like you fuck with your gal. Maybe your gal got something she ain't got. So, what you do is you let them hoes have a run in. You set it up as to where they have a meet and greet. Intentionally, unintentionally. Directly, indirectly. You know what I mean? You get caught. You get caught. Now, that could backfire. That could backfire. But you got to drop your nuts and let it happen. You got to drop your nuts and let it happen. So, if it backfire, hey, shit, it is what it is. But your gal got to be really into you. So what you do is you set it up while you gonna be hanging out with the side chick, and you know your main gal gonna arrive, and you let them see each other. For some reason, when that happens, it make the cagogie smoking hot on both ends. Hold up. Them hoes try to smother you with a cagogie buffet after that shit. You know, I don't really play them type of games no more, but I will. You did? I will. I just recently jumped back in the game single, so I think I'm finna start stirring up all kind of shit. I'm finna get in my wizard pot and stir up all kind of shit. Yeah. So, but yeah, man. You shouldn't be caught with your pants down, and that goes for any kind of way right now. You know, we living in some trying times. Like right now, you know what I mean? You need to, if you in Texas, you need to get you one of them motherfucking good holsters and get you one of them motherfucking good pocket rockets and keep that thing on your side, and you know what I mean? Move around like you supposed to. And when niggas run over that fuck shit, you know what I mean? You go ahead and blast off. You go ahead and blast off. So, don't get caught with your pants down. If you gonna do some cheating, do not bring that whore to your bedroom, which you share with your main gal. Don't you do that. Don't you be no dirty, rotten, low-down scoundrel. You take that whore to a mosey wosey, and you make that whore pay for it. You make that whore pay for it. But that was good Trill Trucker talk from Hezeleo this morning, and that's all I wanted to tell you. I'm out.